Mother's Day is just around the corner, and I can already hear those brunch reservations filling up fast. Hello, beautiful. Welcome to the Beauty of Aging, a channel for every woman who's unapologetically growing bolder. I'm Angel, the founder of Maison 276 and creator of the award-winning 3-step system for silver grand blonde hair, a healthy way to brighten, cleanse, and restore the natural brilliance of your hair without the use of purple dyes. On the Beauty of Aging, we discuss a wide range of topics from silver hair care to beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and wellness. And today, I'm doing a little take on Mother's Day gift giving. We're taking Mother's Day beyond the brunch. Today, I'm sharing gifts for the mom, the tia, the Mimi, the Gigi, the abuela, who is 50 plus and fabulous. So whether she's working on becoming a globetrotter, getting her 10K steps in every day, running the boardroom, or just running the show at home, I've got a gift for her. And if you see yourself in any of these categories, feel free to send this vlog to your people and tell them Angel told you to do so. Let's get started. Now this section is for the mom who's always on the move, who understands that her body is a temple and she's doing her part to keep the temple intact. And remember, healthy bodies come in all sizes and shapes, and these gifts can be used by anyone at any fitness level. Now first, let's talk about workout attire. Exercising is just like any other activity. When you look good, you feel good and you perform better. And exercise is no different. And by the way, I'm leaning on this Peloton. Y'all know I love my Peloton. I'm not gonna tell you to tell your family to buy you a Peloton. I mean, unless of course you want one. And that's between y'all. But back to the workout gear. This is a perfect opportunity to give your mom or the mom figure in your life a new set of workout gear. And there's workout attire for everybody and every comfort level. If a sports bra and long capris are a little bit too much and you want a more modest look, no problem. There are also long sleeve tops that are just as supportive and stylish and come in a variety of colors. Of course, I happen to bring down the black, but they do come in a variety of colors. And then there are also yoga pants and boot cut pants, all made with great stretchable material that also supports, because we can't be jiggy with it. Not when we're exercising. Also, you know, you've heard me say this before, when it comes to exercise, we cannot skimp on shoes. And here are two that you've heard me talk about a lot, but I'm gonna actually show them to you right now. And yes, they're dirty because, well, I use them. So these are my Hokas. These are my favorite pair of running shoes. They're very, very supportive. I recommend them for anyone doing any type of impact sport. It doesn't necessarily have to be running. It could be walking, just literally walking around the track in your neighborhood or just taking a stroll through the park. These are really good because they have a lot of shock absorption, which is great for our joints. The second pair that you've heard me talk about that I also really enjoy is also a running shoe. This is Sage and it's designed by Allison Felix. Because it's built based on a woman's foot, it's a little bit narrower because the traditional running shoe, literally every other running shoe except this, is built from a fast, which is the pattern based on a man's foot. They just make smaller sizes for women. Allison actually designed this for a woman's foot, and if you'll see this part, if you can hold it up compared to a traditional or another running shoe, you'll see this part is much narrower because women have more narrow heels. So if you have a narrow foot, you will love the Sage. Now we're gonna get into equipment. And remember, these gift ideas can be used by anyone regardless of their fitness level, even if they're just restarting their workout routine. The next item is a yoga mat. I actually have several. Not because I do so much yoga, I do a little bit, but it's just great for stretching. And because I work from home and sit a lot, I set my watch for twice a day when I just do a few minutes of stretching so my back doesn't get tight. And so the yoga mat is perfect for that. I actually just keep one in my office and then one here by my Peloton. Another thing that you can get along with the yoga mat are yoga blocks. These are yoga blocks, usually in any type type of yoga class, even at the very introductory level, there will be poses or stretches that require blocks, and those blocks are just there to support your body. Another great tool if you're interested in yoga, or if you're already doing yoga and you don't have one, a yoga bolster is also another great tool to have if you're interested in doing yoga, or even just for stretching. It's also another way to support your body. But I do highly recommend yoga. It's a great way to stretch and maintain some flexibility. And then finally, I get a lot of questions about my upper body workout. It's minimal. Weightlifting is not my ministry, but I use these weights. Now these are 5 pounds each, and I use these 3 times a week for about 10 minutes, no more. And this is all that I use to maintain strength and firmness in my upper body. If you are not using anything right now, you can start with 1 pound and then work your way up to 3 pounds and then work your way up to 5 pounds. This is where I shall stop. And then the final gift idea is this Theragun. It's actually really good for massaging the muscles, especially if you do some type of new movement or workout. You know that that muscle is going to be tight the next day after the workout. This is really, really helpful. And also because I sit a lot, I use this on my shoulders from time to time. I haven't used it in a long time, so it feels really good right now. Forgot about it until I started doing this vlog. Ah, that's so good. And of course, I'll have links to everything down in the description. Now let's get on to our next category. For the mom for whom travel is not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Hey y'all, just a few years ago, Maison 276 products were shipped directly from the manufacturer to my garage, and then from my garage to the dining room table where they were lovingly prepared and shipped to you. But today, this is how Maison 276 products are coming to you at your local Walmart. Yes, we are launching nationwide in Walmart. Visit the Maison 276 site to find the Walmart that's closest to you. And you never know, I may be waiting for you in the aisles when you get there. Now these next gifts are for your globetrotter. They're the basic necessities that make travel easy and stress-free, starting with a carry-on. Over the last year, I really tried hard to adopt the carry-on lifestyle, and I recently bought this new suitcase from Amazon about 4 months ago, and I absolutely love it. Very affordably priced. It was under $200, but she is a workhorse. When I tell you that expandable zipper expands so much, even I was shocked at how much I could get in there and still fit it in the overhead bin. Now, of course, it's going to get a little heavy and you might need a little help picking it up, but be nice, and there's always somebody willing to help you. And it's just beautiful. I did have to check it one time and I was a little bit concerned, in terms of how she would come out. But yeah, she had a few scratches, but nothing that, I wouldn't expect when you check a piece of luggage and it's off-white. So no problems there. I highly, highly recommend this. Also, another cool factor about this is that it has a wet area. In terms of the inner bags, there's one that's specifically for wet items. So that's really great when you go on vacation and that swimsuit just doesn't happen to dry out in time for you to go back home. Perfect. Now, we all know in order for the carry-on lifestyle to work, you gotta have some hacks. I really used to love these compression bags, the ones where you vacuum the air out, and they are good. This is like my 3rd set, but thanks to my daughter, she introduced me to these, I don't know what you call them, packing cubes. Packing cubes. And at first I didn't think they were gonna carry as much as I need. Like the suitcase, they also have dual zippers. So You know, you zip one side and it compresses the air out, and then you turn around and zip the other side, and that compresses even more air out of it. I've been using these exclusively, and they come in a variety of sizes. Well, this is the large, this is the medium, and then there is a smaller size. And of course, we know we have to be TSA friendly with our toiletries. This is super cute. I had one before, but I really like this one better because the bottles are squeezable, and so it makes dispensing your shampoos, your conditioners. You have 4 bottles, more than enough for your Maison 276 3-step system. And to make sure you don't waste a bit, it comes with a little funnel, and then when you're done, you can use this bottle washer to clean it out for your next trip. Got a spray bottle as well, and then we also have these little containers that are great for a variety of things. You could put your medication in them, creams, gels, and it even has some spatulas as well. So you've got enough for your Maison 276 3-step system for silver gray or blonde hair. The Revive is a 1-ounce bottle, so it's totally TSA friendly, and you can also put that in this little bag as well. And then the final gift for the Travelista, you guys know I have been loving these lounge sets. I have 4 sets now, and will likely get more. They are so comfortable, and they are so perfect for traveling. There's only one set that I would not travel in, and that's the ivory set, and I'll show you that in a moment because it is a little thin, and it was a little too thin, but all of the other colors are absolutely fabulous. I have this gray, I have a mossy green, a navy blue, teal blue, so I believe I just counted 5 sets. But they're so comfortable, and when you purchase one or for your Travelista, you will know why. And they're so budget friendly. Just go ahead and purchase one for your Travelista and one for yourself. Now, for the fashionista in your life, I know it can be difficult to shop for her because she has very, very particular taste. Her tastes are very refined. She knows what she likes and what she doesn't like. But if she is a handbag lover, she will always love a quality handbag, especially one that's multi-purpose. This Teddy Blake is a perfect example of that. It's large enough to travel, but you can remove the straps and then it becomes a fashion purse. I've used it for traveling. The size is very deceiving. I can put so much stuff in here, everything I need, including a water bottle and a wrap for the plane. You can get a lot in her. When you take that strap off, she becomes very dainty, very nice with any type of outfit. So I've used it for both. Highly recommend. Now here are some other options that I have found that I absolutely love as well. So in the description, I will put a link to all of these lovely bags, and you'll have a wide range of colors, styles, and prices if you'd like to give your fashionista a lovely handbag for Mother's Day. This next category of gifts is for the woman who is a wellness and self-care aficionado. She understands that you cannot pour from an empty cup. She has no trouble relaxing and taking time out for herself. And she can take the simplest, what may seem mundane routine, such as shampoo day, and turn that into an experience of relaxing and deep conditioning, listening to some of her favorite music, curling up with a book, writing in her journal. Whatever self-care and relaxation means to her, she knows how to embrace it. So here are a few gifts for that special person in your life. An LED facial mask, something that she can use while she's deep conditioning her hair or relaxing, listening to music or listening to an Audible book. It's collagen boosting and great for all skin types, but especially for mature skin. To elevate that skincare routine a little bit more, gift her a No. 8 Botaniques dry oil. It is one of the hardest working beauty products in my regimen, and I use it for those moments when I truly want to relax after a hot shower or a warm bath, I indulge myself in that oil from head to toe, slip on some comfortable cotton sock, and snuggle up with either an amazing cup of tea and sometimes a glass of champagne. And speaking of tea, if you have a tea lover in your life and she loves to relax with a cup of tea, indulge her in some beautiful bone china, a single beautiful cup that you cannot put in the microwave, which means you have to slow down, boil your water. Perhaps you can pair this with a lovely tea kettle, and it forces you to enjoy and relax the routine. This is one of my most treasured teacups, given to me by someone who knows my love of blue and white china. And when I pull this out, I am literally signaling to myself that I have to stop and relax. So I think that your self-care aficionado and the woman who loves to indulge in a little bit of self-care will really enjoy that. And you can pair that with some gourmet teas, or if she's a coffee lover, also like me, with some fabulous coffee beans. I'll put a few of my favorite beans down in the description. I'm sure she will enjoy them as much as I do. And there are other ways to indulge someone who loves a moment of self-care, or perhaps some lounge sets so that she can relax in style. Other options could be a weighted silk eye mask, a gratitude journal if she likes journaling, or a smart photo frame so that she's constantly reminded of images of those that she loves. So guys, that wraps up this year's Mother's Day gift guide, Beyond Brunch. I hope you enjoyed some of these suggestions and were inspired to think a little bit outside of the box for the women that you love and honor. So whether she's conquering the world or just creating a space for her own peace, these gifts honor the amazing woman that she is and that she continues to become. And remember, if you saw yourself reflected in any of these categories, feel free to pass the link to this vlog on to your loved ones so they'll show up with something very special during your Mother's Day brunch. And if you're shopping for a fabulous woman this year and you were inspired by some of the ideas that you saw in the vlog, let me know. Or if there's some other ideas that you have, please put them in the comments. This community is all about sharing, so I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another episode of The Beauty of Aging. Thank you for subscribing, for sharing, and for commenting. You guys know I love chit-chatting with you in the DMs. I'll see you on Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern for Coffee with Angel right here on YouTube, but you can also join me live on Instagram and Facebook. And remember, all of the Maison 276 hair care products are now nationwide in your local Walmart. So check out the link to the store locator page in the description to find the Walmart closest to you. And remember, you never know, I may be lurking around in the aisles. If you're a mom, a grandma, or any amazing woman who is poured into the life of a child, happy Mother's Day to you. I'll see you guys next time on The Beauty of Aging.